And welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am, of course, Lord Formand. So, this is another hunt for another achievement. I've been wanting to try this one for a while. I haven't actually gotten to it. This is play as Cebu, assuming that's said right, and the achievement is Philippine Tiger, as Cebu recreate the Chola Empire. So, essentially, I have to own all of this land, pretty much, and some of this. So this is going to be a very tricky one. It's going to involve lots of naval fighting initially and then controlling continents. So we'll see how it goes. Already got a couple things set up, rivalries and such. And taboo ideas are actually really good for naval combat. Plus 20 galley combat ability, goods produced, morale, legitimacy, naval tradition, autonomy, embargo, privateer, institution spread, development costs, with finalizing with trade power. This should be a pretty interesting one once we get started. The start is going to be the hard point. Unfortunately, I have no unique missions, and I just got a cat landing next to me. Hello, kitty. Let's see, our government, we have unique governments over here in this region. We have the mandala system, or we have the plutocracy, and I'm going with, it starts out with that, and I think I might stay on it. It gives me an extra merchant, shift some of the influence towards the merchant guilds, which is always useful. And I guess I'll get into it. This is not going to be easy. It's going to be very slow, very long, very hard. So we're going to have to expand very rapidly early on just to have a hope of just surviving and getting large enough. So before the Europeans get here, we'll be rich and powerful, hopefully. I'm going to focus military so we can get a Miltech lead. And we are going to do support the Advaita movement or not? Yes, we'll support that. And we'll tolerate heretics. Not that it makes much difference because right now there are no heretics for us. So, let's see how this goes. Thank you, average. My accent sounds a bit German. Not really. But thanks for the donation. It is very, very much appreciated. Helps pay for some of these other games. Let's see. We have multiple people who hate us. Delightful. Okay, these guys don't have an ally right there. Those guys do. Those guys have several allies, and those guys belong to China. I need 6,000 or more to compete. I think I might have to develop my land a bit first. We'll wait till 1450. That way, if we do develop land, we get... oh, hi. Got somebody here I can be friends with. If we wait till 1450, then one of the odds are we'll be developing towards the Renaissance, which we want. As soon as we can get there. Obviously, we're going to be doing lots of colonizing. The sooner we can get control of the Philippines, the better. We have to refrain, as far as I'm aware, from forming Malaya. Also, if we wanted to, we could easily do the hoist the black flag and become a pirate republic, but I believe we have to stay our current government to do it. Yes, I can't just have started with them. So let's get right into it. Let's get a general, get him drilling. Training some I was trying to train some galleys here. Probably because of German provinces in Europe, but maybe, I don't know. And that'll go later on. I wish there was a way to deselect a mission from showing up on your screen so that you could choose whether or not you want to observe that you've completed a mission. Got a good ruler, I'm just worried he might die out. We have one royal marriage. Is there anybody who'll be friends with us? No one. No one at all. These guys would be the best one, but apparently they want my land. Let's do that. Neighboring countries. Do I own one or two provinces? I own one province. It happens to be two separate islands. There's several of these provinces are multiple islands. See, this one has 4. Obviously, though, I can't really do anything with it right now. Let's see. We do have a entrepot, which is helping us get some control of trade here. Not a lot, but it's enough to actually support our army to some degree. Let's actually send out our light ships, see if we can afford to. Slight profit there, more profit if we send them to Canton. Problem is we can't actually support any fleets right now, so it's not worth it. Our sailor gain is terrible. Absolutely horrendous. We have exactly, I think, 6 development. Yeah. Thank you, Average. Hello, everybody else who's shown up. It's going to be a slow start, so don't expect anything crazy to happen unless somehow I got an opportunity to attack people, which, considering the amount of allies the person I really want to conquer these guys have, it's going to be a very slow start. Ooh, 8 air. That's pretty good. Half decent consort. 6, 8, so it's average. We couldn't afford to disinherit him anyway because of our negative prestige. However, being Hindu, we do get this withdrawn in contemplation stuff, which can be awesome. Assuming we can our ruler survives 5 years, we should get a bonus to one of his stats, which will help. Thank you, Avish. It always helps to know that everything's going well, mic-wise. We have one tiny little ally. The Sultanate of Sulu, who's almost as pathetic as we are. Actually, they're a lot better than we are. Wow, look at that, 11. If we weren't allied to them, they would make a very nice conquering position to expand further into, obviously, Brunei in this area. We want to, this is going to be one of the major conquests. If we can conquer this area, we'll be almost a great power already. Got 4 years of stored monarch points though to use up. Let's see, do these guys have any unique stuff? They've got sailor maintenance and maneuver, but they don't actually have naval combat ability. Of course, we only have 1 galley. Starts me out with a lot of trade ships and a transport ship, but no galleys, which is our strength. Yes, we will take that. We'll take a small bit of inflation in exchange for significant monarch points. I've actually started to actually take that now, because it only takes 75 to reduce it, and it only boosts it by 0.5. So if you actually work out the numbers, it does go a bit in favor of taking it. Yeah, the AI is not very good against island nations, to be honest. It's one of the more glaring weaknesses of the Europa AIs. Just developing 1 level here, so that way I don't fall into debt before I'm ready to expand. Interestingly enough, a lot of our neighbors, some of them actually are republics, and the rest all have plutocratic ideas, which is kind of interesting considering how few countries start as republics. We'll actually be able to do plutocratic ideas, which should be very useful. Mainly the mercenaries and the morale should help a lot, although the merchants will be useful. We'll get our first reform in 8 years. That'll be good. We're going to take the enforced trader privileges so that I can actually use this other merchant I have. Start out with 3 merchants, but you can only access 1 trade zone to steer stuff to you. Once I can steer stuff from Hangzhou, I should be a lot better off. A little bit of extra money coming in from them. 3 years till the Renaissance. I'd ideally like to be able to spawn colonialism, but the odds of that are essentially none. Which sucks. However, we will be able to explore the flagship mechanics a bit more. Doing that a bit in the Portugal game, but it should be more useful here. There could be like 6 attrition for enemies in this one province right now. At least 6, if not more. Wow. Didn't realize how hard it was to wage war in the tropics in this area. Looks slightly horrifying. I have a feeling that mercenaries are going to be very key to trying to recreate this empire. The other thing I have to do is at some point probably become a tributary state of the Ming. Or get so strong the Ming can't stop me, but a little bit easier said than done. These guys have 7 troops. What about Navy? I have a equivalent Navy roughly, but I don't think I could win that fight. Get another galley on the field, even though we'll go over our limit. Collecting from the most valuable node is good, except if you don't have a lot of trade power in it. So I could try and collect from this trade node, which actually is, sorry, I could collect from Malacca, which is actually technically more valuable than the Philippine trade node, but I have no trade power in it, so I'd only get the default 2% trade power from 2 trade power from having a merchant there. Plus I wouldn't have my main trade city in the area, which would reduce it further. So at least until you get lots of modifiers boosting merchant stuff, it's not worth it. My first idea is probably going to be either expansion, or if I feel up to it, it could be exploration. Depends on what a position I'm in at that point. Anyhow, let's get another ally. This guy matters a lot. Tondo up here is very strong. Unfortunately, they are tributary of the Ming, so I won't be able to conquer this region for quite some time. Normally I found that Tondo and Manila here don't tend to get along, but this time they are. This time all 3 of my rivals are all right next to each other. Okay, less than a year, hopefully, till the Renaissance spawns. Okay, I guess we're not losing enough money for it to be a serious issue. According to this, we're not actually losing any money, which is kind of funny, because we are. We're losing like 0.01 gold, but we're going to try and avoid using military power to get the Renaissance. Prefer to use Diplo and Admin, because they're not as important at this point. The key is we have to conquer land before we get an idea group, really. Just join Ming? I can't. I've tried. Unfortunately, the Ming will not accept me as a tributary. I'd like to. I mean, maybe if I improve relations, they'd agree, but till then, there's nothing I can do with the Ming. I have to get up to one of the regions that's like 2 or 3 away from theirs. So if I expand up to here, I might be able to do it, but until then, I can't. Since there's no tech penalty, let's get a military tech. Renaissance should form anytime now. Hopefully it's not overly delayed. We're probably not gonna. We'll probably get this own a large city at some point. It's gonna cost us a ton to develop this land, which is a pain, but there's nothing really I can do about it. Oh, I should probably also get a claim on one of these guys. Oh, I always forget to set up claims long in advance. These guys might not actually be where I expand first. This is a much more likely target. Yeah, the Ming are never going to accept me as a tributary state. Not for quite some time, at least. Renaissance has fired. Perfect. So let's try and get some of these. Can I do anything with the merchants? Get some money. I guess I'll do that. Unfortunately, I can't actually get any more bonuses, I don't think, to development right now. This guy's still withdrawn in contemplation. He is. Let's actually wait till March. Come March, he'll probably return, and maybe if we're lucky, we'll get an event that'll give us cheaper development, but I doubt it. He's back. +2 diplomatic. I will take that. That makes him a much better ruler, but not exactly what I wanted. Okay, well we have 19 development. We're a long ways away from the Renaissance, though. Fortunately, the cost just increases so quickly. But we can raise another spearman, get them drilling, which will be good. All you missed average is the Renaissance spawning, me spending tons of monarch points to try and develop it, and someone saying to remember to like the video to get more views. That's about it. Okay. I'm drilling these guys because just whatchamacallit's going to be very useful. Drawing a blank. Army professionalism. It's going to be very useful because we're going to run out of manpower a lot. And at least in the initial wars. Otherwise, I can't afford to support mercenaries. So. And as much as I said I was going to use Diplo power and admin power to develop my lands, I'm using a little bit of military power. That way we actually get a pool of manpower that we can use. Otherwise, we're entirely useless. So just from that one development spree, we've become one of the larger nations in the area, which is kind of sad. But that's the way it goes. I'm hoping, but I'm not expecting, that it might have also allowed me to, yes, increase my naval force limit 1 or 2. We'll take the Diplo power, actually. These guys are willing to be friends with me, so let's ally ourselves to them. So we've got 3 allies now. These guys have 2 allies that we see easily. And then they have these guys who are a problem. These guys have those guys and those guys as allies. These guys have just 1 as their ally. Oh. We might actually attack Bhutan down here. It's not Bhutan, even though it looks very similar, doesn't it? Let's continue developing. Yeah, I'm going to probably take expansion before exploration. The only reason I'd take exploration over expansion early on is the chance that I could try and pop the Renaissance colonialism, but that is very unlikely considering the start. I would have done that if, for example, one of the people next to me was particularly vulnerable. I've had it before where Madhyas here doesn't actually have any allies, which means I can usually overrun them in like the first 5-6 years. Then with, 3 provinces, it's a lot easier to develop land and fund expansion wars. Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. But we will get trader privileges, which should allow us to steal a lot more trade from China and Japan. Let's see. Yes, we should be able to direct the Japanese trade to here and then pull this trade south. Might actually take my merchant off of here at some point. Not sure though. We are the largest power in the node right now, which doesn't help much, but it's a good start. Let's get another galley on the field. We shouldn't need any cogs for transportation for quite some time, because we're going to be fighting in this area, or at least the first war. Okay, let's check out our allies. These guys probably not going to be very useful outside of naval stuff. Favor every 1 year, favor every 1 year. Can I get these guys as an ally? We'd have to wait at least 5-6 years, 7 years probably, before we'll actually be able to call allies into a war. That's not really good, but well, the way it goes. Am I ever going to try a world conquest? Yeah, but let's wait till the Golden Century patches come out and stuff, because right now I'm not the biggest favor of the game state. I mean, I don't dislike it, but I think it needs a little bit. I've come across a couple couple bugs that have caused some trouble. I think they're gonna have to weaken Spain a bit. Right now, Spain is stupidly strong. Time to start saving military points to get to 5. If we can get to 6 before anyone really gets 5, we should have a huge advantage. So Miltech 5 and 6, if you can get a lead in that, you can defeat much larger armies. Obviously getting there is the problem. Also, I don't know what country I'd do as a world conquest right now. I wouldn't want to do Spain. I was going to go play Spain, and then I just kind of looked at Spain and I said, I don't really want to play Spain. People still want me to see me try and do it as either the Mamelukes or as Brandenburg Prussia, so I don't know how that would go. Oh, free monarch points, nice. That's always good. We got about 9 more developments of this province before we'll actually get the Renaissance. Unfortunately, the Renaissance is not, we're going to get it so fast it won't be a huge advantage, but considering everyone around us rivaled us, oh, what's going on here actually? Ooh, one moment. There's a war going on in the south. Can't. Oh. Right. These guys are defending versus these guys who are defending versus those guys. We might actually attack. do it this way then. I might attack these guys, hopefully before they fall, and then try and take out this guy. As their only ally, should hopefully be able to take them out. We'll see. I should colonize Canada for the canal? What do you mean? Panama. Big difference. World conquest as the Ming? Actually very viable to do a world conquest as the Ming. The trick, and it is a trick, is to collapse in the first like 4 to 5 years of the game. Lose Mandate of Heaven and then rebuild it. Okay, I will call in Tondo. Yes, but let's wait a month or two so my morale can recover. Put a admiral in charge, move them out. Actually, no, I don't want to move them out, do I? That's going to be 15 units. I won't beat that in a fight. Come on, next month we should be able to attack. I hope this works. It might not work, in which case we're going to have some issues. Actually, wait. Oh, shoot. I moved them too far. That's a problem. Okay. Retreat to there. Moment. Retreat, retreat! There we go. That's too bad we lost some ships. Can't march there. We'll have to wait a little bit. Hopefully things go in our favor and our ally actually moves their troops, but I don't think they're going to. Darn. Okay. This war might be entirely pointless, but we'll see. Oh, for the Ming, tips to get a lot of development? The Ming start out with a monstrous amount of development. As the Ming, either start with humanist or economic ideas if you really want to play tall, because it's ridiculously strong. On AIs. As soon as I move to attack, they instantly cross between the two straits. At least we didn't lose any ships there, but that still is disappointing. Oh, I should have waited, shouldn't I have? Okay, actually that worked out. Quick cross. Now this is where it gets a little tricky. I gotta do this fast. Enough. Okay. Got that there. Go help our allies. Troops are there. Can I get the crossing? Yes, I got the crossing. Good. What I wanted. And we'll get trader privileges. And we will start steering trade south. We're going to have almost no trade power in this node, but... Actually, we have a fair amount of trade power in the node. Oh, that's kind of amusing. Look at that. The second largest country pulling trade through that node. It should, hopefully, if I do this right, steer it... Oh wait, that's not... Oh, that's steering to the wrong location. Darn, I forgot that that happens. See, this messes me up, this cross right here. Oh boy, that's entirely pointless then. Okay, we need to be able to get to there to trade properly. Darn. Well, I'll mess up the Chinese trade network a little bit. And then I'll push further. Hello, Raven. How are you doing? Let's increase the blockade. Hopefully that'll siege a little faster then. Luckily, we are the attacker here, not the people we're using as our allies. Deceiving and deception. tricking them to helping us with a siege, even though we got there first. Oh, hey, I didn't know you could do this. I can order a naval barrage. Cool. We'll save the monarch points for now. Once we take this, we should be able to take one of those provinces, or maybe two. I'm not entirely sure how it'll work out. Depends what their war desire or peace desire is. No, can I vassalize them? Nope. I could take one province from them. The risk is now these guys might peace out of the war with the other guys. Let's see, if I were to attack them, I'd be fighting all of those guys. Is it better to peace out now and guarantee myself a province or not? Because we have to remember, I'm at war with these guys, not at war with these guys. Oh, actually, if I do peace with these guys, I can steal both of those guys' provinces. Awesome. There we go. We have now expanded. We're not going to waste that. Okay, off to a good start. Let's quick convert them if we can. Oh, I'm playing as Cebu. Yeah. Barrage is ridiculous. Yeah, I've just hit about 500,000 views. The barrage is going to be very useful, actually. I'm going to have to use that a lot. Let's get some more galleys on the fields, because we lost a couple ships. And put you guys to autonomous rebel suppression. So we're playing as the tiny nation of Cebu. The achievement we're trying to do is the Philippine Tiger, recreate the Chola Empire, which is pretty much southern India, the entire coastline, and a good portion of Indonesia. Which is going to be really tough. But it's an achievement I think is manageable. If I can get large enough and colonize before the Europeans arrive, which most of these nations never colonize, I should be able to kind of safely declare war on India because nobody will be able to reach my homelands. Okay, these guys did wipe out the other ones to the south. These guys are a little bit angry with me. Actually, they're very angry with me because I didn't give them land. But that's the way it goes. However, I should now be able to build up from this little power base I got going and finish these guys off. Oh, that's actually nice. They don't actually have a penalty for development due to overextension. So let's get some development done. Yeah, I guess that's the best way to do it. I really am trying to save them military power so I can get the next military idea. Or sorry, tech. Tech 5 is so strong. Let's see, let's put that guy back to drilling. Apparently they're glitching out, which is interesting. Oh, can I get Brunei on my side? Almost. If I improve relations, maybe I could pull it off. Negative diplomatic reputation doesn't help, nor my army strength is low, but it's the way it goes, unfortunately. Not kidding. We don't have a large enough land force limit to boost it. Yeah, coastal empires are crazy. As the Ming are all about tributary nations. If you want to conquer somebody, conquering Japan is pretty viable early on as the Ming. And really, they're your only rival in the area other than the steppe nomad hordes up here, which you should subdue or tributary early, otherwise you'll be losing mandate. Speaking of which, can I talk to the Ming yet? Ming, hello boys. Nope, they don't like me that much. Oddly enough, the Ming are not being very passive this game. Being rather demanding. Yes, I will core that now. I could have waited a little bit while, but 2%. I think the reduced instability will be better. Obviously, I got to convert these before I'm stable. Yeah, I'm going to move my trade node to Malacca as soon as I get there. Obviously, it's just a matter of time till I... Once I can conquer this area, then I can pretty quickly move through this area. These guys are not well defended. The biggest issue is Malacca belongs to the Ming tributary state, so I've got to become a tributary state by the time I attack them. Which sometimes proves to be slightly difficult. Case in point, I can't do it now, even though I want to be a tributary state. The Ming won't let me. Yeah. Hopefully the favor here will rebuild a little bit over time. Or I have to spend favors there. These guys should be pretty loyal to me for a while. They don't really want my land. I'll get a favor to call them into the next war. How many hours have I now played Europa for? Let's check that. I haven't actually looked in a while. 3,563 hours as of today. So quite a while. Oh, these guys are going to break their alliance with me. I guess that's okay. These guys also were nice enough to eliminate one of the Ming tributary states up north. Thank you, allies. Losing these guys, yeah, is a little unfortunate. Don't think I can get a claim on them, yeah. Fortunately, they're in this sea zone, and I'm not. Really kind of annoying how broken up the area around the Philippines are. You'd think it'd be a little bit neater, but that's the way it goes. Okay, 30 development. 44 total development from 6. Off to a good start. We're going to now get age points, which will help. And we are progressing towards Miltech 5. These guys drilling. Obviously, I'm going to wait to do the next round of techs until I get once I get Miltech 5 and then I get the Renaissance, then I can start teching up. I'm going to be a bit behind in tech for a while, but I will have the Renaissance, so hopefully that will equal out in the long run, because I will also have a highly developed province. Or so I'm hoping. Attacking these guys is going to be a bit of an issue, though. What's their military at? Their fleet is smaller than me. Their army is significantly smaller than mine. The issue is these other armies can come to help them. Yeah, I've been playing it since it launched. I think I started week of launch, actually. I started in Crusader Kings and then swapped over. What really got me into playing Europa was like almost a full game I played on like the first or second patch. I think it's Japan or something, and I just pretty much just got to sit around for 3 or 4 hours because at that point there were so few features for non-Europeans. You couldn't do anything. But I found I liked underlying mechanics, and as they've improved, I've come back to the game. Ooh, nice bonus to some trade. We actually control enough. I could boost conversion strength. But it's not worth it. This will expire in 4 years. Okay, we should get Renaissance in 4 years, because it's 10% cheaper. So I want to use that as much as we can. There we go. Miltech 5. Pulled that off right before we ticked over to the next year. It's good. Go over my force limit a little bit here. Actually, I'm going to go over it quite a bit, but... See, the cool thing about fighting in the Philippines against these guys is you can actually move your troops to this province or this province and then attack them immediately. You don't actually need the Navy. You only need the Navy to beat this guy. Oh, and to defend your troops, but it's not as big of a priority. Okay, let's join you up. Stop the drilling. To there. We're gonna fall into debt, but that kinda I expected that much. Yeah. Could be a bit of a recovery time period, but we should be okay. Oh. Okay, there's another thing I want to do when I get the... Actually, I don't have to. At some point I need to make sure I wipe out all the natives in that area. Okay, we can call... Oof, this might not be what we want to do. We don't know where the Ternate live, do we? Kutai, we don't want to attack them. Ooh, we almost actually have enough to get Brunei on our side. I wonder if we can pull Brunei to our side. Will that be an... Oh, nope, they just disliked me now. Great. Diplomatic reputation, though, should do it. I'm thinking I might be able to promise them land. Obviously, we're going to be breaking a lot of promises in these wars. We're promising people land that we're never going to give them. Brunei will not join. Okay. Trying to figure out how I would want to do this. The issue is if I attack these guys, there'll be a lot of people nearby. It's Kutai. They've got 9 troops. What's their navy? 5. That's gonna be rough. Oh yeah, I'll definitely play the Rome one. I'm looking forward to Rome. Rome should be awesome. Okay, I don't want to do this. These guys are going to be one of our issues. Actually, wait, I can get military access, can't I? There we go. Let's do it this way. Military access. Move troops to there. Support a larger fleet. Not really, but I'll do it anyway. We should actually be fine, mostly okay money-wise, once this missionary is done. Oops. Yeah, this is why I need to wipe out all the natives. You take a lot of damage marching through this land. Oof. Ow. Ow is the only way to describe what just happened there. Actually, wait a second. Oh, I'll have to do that to get back. That might be a problem. That might be a bit of an issue. Really wish I could pull one of my allies into this war other than Sulu. Hopefully Sulu will be able to keep him distracted for a while. But if we can take out Manila almost immediately, then we're off to a good start. still don't trust me. One more month and I could call them into a war, I think. Yes, they would accept. Okay, now let's do this properly. 2 allies. We want that province. We're also going to intend to take this province. We can. Should be a stack wipe. Yep, because they don't actually have any morale. We'll naval barrage it. Our homelands are a bit under attack. Okay, well then let's move to there. These guys are actually exiled. Okay. We should be able to win this. We have more troops. They have a larger navy, but they're actually losing out here versus these guys. Ideally, we want Tondo to conquer this region for us. I don't know if they will. Deny aid there. Offend the nobility even more. Nice. This looks like another good war here. Yeah, I need exploration pretty quickly. It's just really a matter of how fast do I want to push to the rest of the Indonesian islands, or do I want to try and push my way closer to Japan, you know, with Taiwan and stuff? I'm not entirely sure yet what I'll do. We're lucky we had a pretty good general. Whew. We're going to take this province from these guys. Hopefully that'll put us in range of China. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to improve relations with them, that way they don't hate me. Oops. My fleet's in trouble. We lost 3 light ships, darn. The other option is I don't take them out, I vassalize them instead, which might actually be more useful in the early game here. Oh, Tondo took that province. Darn, I wanted that. Shoot. Oh, bother. That's going to make taking that land a little bit more annoying. It looks like eventually we're going to get into a big war with Tondo, our somewhat allies to the north. Considering on how unhelpful they're proving to be. Excuse me. See, the issue is I have to wait for that navy to move away each time. This could be a problem right here, actually. Shoot, I can't do anything. Oh, bother. Bother, 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 bother. 2 months and I could piece those guys out. Would that help much? It would get rid of 3 ships. This is the issue. These guys are going to start taking back land on me. Oh, they want peace now. Or not, because now apparently they're happy with the war. Yep, all of a sudden they're really enthusiastic about the war. And now they're unhappy. Okay. Take them out or vassalize them. Vassalization probably would be safer at this point. Well, if I'm a tributary of China, they shouldn't really go after me for Taiwan. We'll see though. Because they don't have wars on it. Yeah, let's vassalize them. They're going to be absurdly rebellious for quite some time, but I think in the long run having a vassal when I'm this small who can supply me with a navy probably going to be really handy. Actually, these guys were dumb. Why'd they land here? Sometimes the AIs are idiots. Oh, royal marriage, they're happy with me. That easy. And I can repay that loan I took. My ally won those fights in the south, which is always good. Hopefully we'll be able to stack wipe this army. Yep. Okay. Now, this might turn into a bit of a long, drawn-out fight, actually, to be honest. My ally is not proving to be the most useful, but they are sieging the capital. Also, I need to keep developing this land. We're almost to the Renaissance. I'd hate to see, I don't even want to look, but I know I have war exhaustion. Yep, plenty of war exhaustion. Okay. 240 or so monarch points needed. Unfortunately, I can't do the transport ship through here, even though that province is kind of rebel-held. Come on, AI. My allies are not helpful here right now. Boy, they have a ton of ships. Kutai just has a massive fleet. Yeesh. I don't know how I'm going to get them out easy. Okay. Hopefully my ally doesn't peace out on me. These guys should be able to take this fort, but they're proving to not be able to. Ironically, these guys, even though they're now my vassal, are not in this fight. I wish they were. That would be 7 more ships I could use. Yeah, we're losing the naval war. And now they're sieging the capital. Delightful. And my ally is proving to be an idiot. I may have to wipe pieces. Yeah, win that fight. Darn, I may actually lose this whole war in general. Was not expecting Kutai to show up with as many ships as they did. I could get out of it for 40 gold. Is that worth it? Probably, to be honest. Oh, well, I can't get out of it with that little now. I have to give up 1 province. Oh, come on, ally. Are you dumb? Yeah, ally is dumb. Great. When things can go bad, sometimes they go really bad. What's going really bad is my ally is desperately trying to get out of this war, which is not what I want. Seriously, Tondo, just siege that 1 province. Look at that. I can't even deal with rebels. Oh, hello! Nice to see you again. Oh my gosh, my dumb allies. Oh, they're demanding full annexation. I might have just lost the entire game because of this, because of my allies. Yep, there goes my entire fleet. I can't retreat. Oh wait, not even on the fleet. Darn. Oh wait. We might have it. We might have an amazing comeback here by my ally. Nope. Why did they leave? We'll never know. Why my ally went from sieging that to leaving, we shall never know. Yep, full annexation. Darn. Well, we're gonna lose. Might have to restart. That sucks. Come on, AIs. Look, I don't want you to siege that province. I don't want you to. Yeah, we're gonna lose. This is why I have complaints about the AI's prioritization. Now they're leaving again. Can anybody explain to me why the AI just decided, hey, I'm not going to siege that, I'm going to go elsewhere? Because I sure don't know. Oh wait, I can actually survive. Let's do this. An overlordship, give up a province. Let's do that. That sucks, but it's all I can pull off right now because of how dumb the AI is. Okay, well, at least we're not dead. So that's good news. Actually, I'm curious. If I were to break the treaty and attack them, would their allies come to their defense? They would. Darn. I was hoping if I broke the treaty, I might actually pull off a victory where the enemies don't join, but at least we're alive and we have a military still, so there's that. Oh, and we have the Renaissance, obviously. So let's get that done. And we're gonna have to rebuild a bit before we take out these guys. My mistake was thinking that my ally would actually occupy provinces. So you know what, let's just be smart about this for a minute or two. Come on, land your troops. Get rid of the natives. They're too much work to deal with. Half the war, they're always harassing my allies. Why are we losing so much cash all of a sudden? Oh, because I'm maintaining the army. Duh. Okay, I didn't realize that. Well, we're not dead, so as long as I'm not dead, there's time to recover. I'm actually amazed I'm not dead. I should have bought out while I had that chance to buy out for 40 gold, though. How was I to know the ally would be that useless? Probably should have anticipated it, because the AIs are always useless. Let's do refocus yet? 2 years. I want to refocus into admin now. If we can. But rebuilding our galleys. Ooh, we're actually over our force limit. Let's get rid of one of these guys. That should save us some cash. Okay. Bit of a rebuild ongoing, but at least we didn't die. These guys are annoying. Gotta find a way to get these guys not to join the war. The biggest solution I can see is that I just stay allied to Brunei and use them instead. These guys hate me. Oh, actually, they don't hate me. These guys like me, but I had to annul treaties with them. Oof. We have to rebuild enough that if the AIs attack when the treaty comes out, we can survive. Not too confident of that. At least we're pretty much just down to galleys rather than trade ships, so that's good news. Much rather have those right now. Unfortunately, we don't have transport ships, but that's the way it goes. At least we will not have endless naval, sorry, not naval, native uprisings on this right side. The other thing I could do is wait until I get colonial stuff and then colonize these two provinces. That way they can't stop my marching back and forth unless they occupy one of them. Don't want the options of either of those. Trading slaves. Yeah. Really makes you feel bad when you have to trade slaves in these games, but the problem is they're really profitable and sometimes you need the money. Also, there's no way to get rid of not trading slaves early on. 9 years till we can make deals with these guys. 16 years before we get any bonuses from this, guys. Oh boy. Our air is looking more and more terrible, but I guess I'll do fine. Obviously, I'm disappointed to have lost provinces. They took this one because it is the harbor. That's why they really wanted it. On the other hand, they might face a bit of a rebellion there. Yeah, they're gonna see an uprising. They actually might see uprisings here too. Look at that. Negative stability. They're actually collapsing. They also have infantry combat ability, which might have made that a little bit harder than I thought it would be. Okay. As of November, we can focus admin power. I'm figuring we'll focus admin power because this guy sucks at admin skill, so we're gonna have to compensate a little bit. Let's get another galley. The larger galley fleet we have, the better off we will be. You recommend a restart? No, I'm not going to. You can't restart when you take these defeats average. I'm in a much better position. You try this, you'll find that the start I'm off to already is an amazing start. I'm really happy with this. I underestimated and made a bit of a mistake with that last war, but we've now broken up the alliance network so we can recover better. Plus, we can get some resources going. Oh. There we go, that's much better now. The lovely point is, because the people nearby, other than these guys, hate us, the Renaissance will not spread to this guy until it spreads to this one, and then it'll spread back, but there's nothing I can do about that. I could theoretically sell the Renaissance to somebody. Probably I could sell it to Brunei, and that would help, but I don't think I want to risk giving knowledge to people if I don't have to. I think he's saying for me because I suffered such a terrible defeat. But that was only 9 development, really. Oh, I mean, I guess you could count losing a vassal that I had gained during the war as a defeat, but... yeah, it was a defeat, but it wasn't as catastrophic as it could have been. going, however, to put diplomat on both of these guys. We want to make sure these guys are willing to stay my ally when the truce expires. Oh yeah, I could probably also build ships here, couldn't I? Oops. Let's do that. If we have 15 galleys, we should have a very powerful fleet compared to most people's in the area. I honestly could save up and get a heavy ship or two. That might be worth more, wouldn't it? No, well. Nothing to do now but wait. We got a good start. So I'm willing to wait to recover. It's not like we need a perfect run for this. After all, we're only conquering India and Indonesia. It's not like that is a stupidly hard accomplishment. The only danger I foresee is wars with the Europeans. But these guys in particular have good enough ideas that we should be able to fight them on a reasonably even footing. I am going to try and wipe out some more of these natives, however, though. Oh, free sailors. Lovely. I'll keep his friends. Ugh. They're very powerful natives, too, with all that aggressiveness and stuff. The less I have to deal with them, the better. Especially because I'm going to try and colonize this, so I might as well wipe them out now. Oh, you're going to restart average. Okay, well, see you in a bit then. Yeah. I don't foresee any of these guys really getting colonial ideas, so I'm not worried about that. It's going to be quite a while till we have the a colonist, though. I have to survive another war first, but that's the way it goes. Wondering if I should focus trade. Focusing trade doesn't help much. Darn. Could I give this to an estate? I could give it to them. I could give it to them. I can't give it to them because it's not high enough development. Okay. Oh yeah, let's see what's going on in Japan. I'm curious. Japan's always a mess. The Shimazu are doing okay in the south, being stupidly military powerful. That's good. Oda has taken over quite a bit of land. Well, it looks like Oda is living up to their historical occurrences in conquering a good portion of Japan. Still haven't overthrown the Ashikaga though, but they add 3 or more provinces, the Oda are going to be unstoppable. Should probably just save money and pay down this loan. There's no reason to keep it. Let's go take out that province's rebels. Yeah, always worry about Russia. It's a good lesson. They're never to be underestimated. We're actually almost up to our... We're going to get our 3rd government reform pretty quickly, actually. Amazing how fast you can pass government reforms if you're a tiny nation. And then how impossible it becomes once you become a large nation. Do I want to do a marketplace? Well, I should. I'm trying to figure out if I should take this next Diplotech here, because I'm probably not going to have a ton of monarch points to save up to get exploration ideas, but we'll take it for now. It'll boost income a bit, which helps. Plus, I don't want to fall behind in one category of tech if I can avoid it. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Brunei and Kutai haven't gone to war. Lasai has killed Siak a bit. Other than that, all the great powers are pretty much hanging in there. Vijayananagar down here is actually surviving Bahamanas. There. Yeah. And Marwar has become quite the little powerhouse. Look at that. From there to there. That is actually one of the more worrisome things I see on the map right now. Marwar becomes large, they're very tough to kill. Korea slowly beating up the hordes. Interesting, Yeren established a tributary state here. Not normal AI behavior, and it looks like the Oda collapsed. Wow. How in the world did that happen? Well, that's unexpected. I thought they would have won that. The enemy must have taken their capital and they instantly surrendered, I'm gonna guess. Those AIs are stupid. But maybe they were outnumbered. We don't know. I need to be able to do something. Well, unfortunately Europe is not the most entertaining thing when you're a small nation that is stuck, unable to attack anything for a while. At least nobody is getting the Renaissance for me, I don't want to. "4 years, then we can start planning another war." So really, the only reason we lost that last war is because Kutai was involved. So if somehow I could persuade Brunei to get involved, we should win it. That's going to be the trick though, isn't it? How does one persuade a much larger nation to help you with a war? Kind of funny, these guys are friendly towards me, but I can't interact with them at all. Yes, we can see your messages, Average. Yeah, if the Ottomans survive and they don't collapse, they can be very powerful in any game. We forget how large of a country they really were, even when they were the sick man of Europe. Really, the only reason they collapsed is they lost control of their own taxation system, which doesn't help you much. Let's see, the Ming have got their first ideas. Economic. What about everyone else? We have economic. They haven't religious, economic, and economic. Good. Nobody is colonizing. You don't have to buy me anything ever, Average, but thank you. Yes. Let's get some legitimacy and offend our rivals, because there's no reason to be nice with the people that almost killed us. At least I don't see a particular reason to be nice to them. We should maintain our tech advantage over them, which is always a good thing if you're going to fight them again. You know, I probably could hire an advisor. Not sure which advisor I'd want. Probably a diplomatic advisor, but ideally we'd get one that gives morale of navies. That would be the perfect person to get. And actually, no, I shouldn't do that. Should not do that, even if I want to. We need the money to rebuild the navy. Although apparently we now have samurai cavalry. Cool. Sadly, we have fire general. We don't have a shock general, which is going to make this a little bit harder. Because I don't think we have any fire really yet. Yeah, a little bit, not much. Still better than cavalry, which has no fire, but... Thank you, Average. Yeah, well, right now this is just single player. Unfortunately, they still haven't fixed the whole multiplayer stuff. Otherwise, I'd do multiplayer streams. People enjoy it more, it's more fun. Gives me something to look forward to doing, but recently what a mess it has been is no fun. At least we're getting a lot of drill out of this. Army professionalism, all that. I'm kind of impressed we can actually afford to maintain a military after that defeat, but we can. Hello, Noah. Haven't seen you in a while, except through Discord. Go. Getting all those ships in order. 13 heavy ships, and now people could technically attack me. And I have to survive at least till this November of next year. Okay, I think I can do that. I doubt they're going to attack me. They might though, so we'll be a little bit careful. Let's get another galley on the field. We have to save enough Diplo power to get 800 if we're going to go exploration first. Which is probably what we want to do. Hey, there's our allies coming back. Thank you for being loyal and friendly after all these years. Perfect. Okay. Now, what does a war look like? Right now, nobody trusts us or would help us enough in a war. Fair enough. These guys might actually be the ones I want to attack next war, even though I would take a huge aggressive expansion penalty. I'm just thinking if I attacked these guys, then I'd only have to fight those guys. Obviously, we're not going to do that right now. We need to rebuild a bit more, but It would also give me a way to eliminate these guys without having to directly attack them. But to do that, I need a larger navy than both of them put together. Can you rival anybody else? I'm curious, actually. Love to rival. Nope, can't rival anybody else. Navy-wise, we could beat those guys. But military. Militarily, we could beat those guys. Suppose I should be safe and build up a bit more. Let's do... Oh, that's a tough decision, isn't it? I think I'll take the highly developed colonies. I'm not sure I'm going to get any colonies off, but if I do, 3 development is worth it. Yeah, I know, Noah, you're Black Cat. Wow, sounds like you got quite a game going there. Rebels, rebellions, great powers, the resurgent Ottomans, etc. By comparison, my little thing here looks tame. Once I can get colonizing, there's going to be a stupid power spike. Because the AI is dumb enough not to colonize. State firearms. No, I can't afford it right now. It is useful for getting drill, though. Okay, let's count navies. Okay, those guys have 14. And the other one we want to find, let's just do it alphabetically, Ternate, right? Have 11. Ooh, that isn't good. Lots of light ships. This is going to be a very risky war. But I think I need to do it. The question really comes down to, does Ternate have a lot of transports? No, they have 3. Fine. Okay, how do I do this? Yeah, I'm building the galleys, but I'm going to have a very strong fleet. The question is, can it survive or win? And I don't think so. Let's be smart, though. Let's be very smart about this. Do spy network on these guys. Cancel that. When would I get alliance? When can I call you guys? Not for an age. Okay. As long as turn 8 doesn't ally these guys, I should be good. Obviously, I'm going to lose a lot of admin power at the beginning, and then I have to rebuild. Fortunately, that seems to be the way it's going to turn out. This guy is here for the purpose of occupying that. This army is here to hopefully stack wipe that quickly. They are Miltech 6 though. May need a military advisor. All the advisors suck. Of course they do. All the advisors I need are terrible. Maybe I can take out one of these armies before they rebuild and then just wipe them out with numbers. You can't form the Philippines in this. But yes, my goal is to essentially control the Philippines. Okay. Now, I think one of the key points here will be for me to prevent this navy from reuniting with that navy. So I think by putting my navy there, that might help. Then we'll put a morale. Okay. We still have claims on those. Okay, here we go. I hate doing this, but let's hopefully there's not enough for a coalition to form. I doubt it, but you never know. Nope, looks like we're good. Okay, I can stack wipe those guys first. Okay. Can I stack wipe these guys? Probably not, but it's worth a shot. Come on. Yes. Okay, we've won the war. There, at least. Go up there. Attach a siege. Send you there. Split you in half. Send you to there. Okay. Assuming this goes plan, we've just won that war. Let's raise war taxes, so we don't fall as much in debt as we otherwise would. Okay, that is occupied. Disband you. Back. I can do a naval barrage. Yes, good. The revenge is mine. Yeah, next target is Indonesia for sure. Slight issue, I don't have enough transport ships to take out Ternate, I don't think. Oh well. I might just try and white peace Ternate, honestly. We'll see. Let's get a couple transports going though. Take another 2. 5 transport ships. They have 6,000, 7,000 troops. Okay. So I might have to offload nearby and then march on, which is pretty normal. It's actually pretty easy to do that to Ternate because you can land here, block the strait, and then invade them. I just got to get there, obviously. We are out of sailors, obviously, but there's nothing I can do about that. Can I piece you out? Oh, I cannot actually demand all their land. That's slightly annoying. I could force them into that province, though. Yeah, let's do that. Because I launched the war, there's that penalty. Because I already own that, that becomes controllable immediately. This province has reasonable autonomy, has the wrong religion, and should hate them for the rest of the game, so that works. They're no longer a valid rival, and we are getting close to a government reform. Awesome. That worked about as perfect as you can get. Now I just have to win this rest of the war. Which should, assuming I do this properly. Oops, they're running away. Smart AI, darn. Always annoying when the AI is smart enough to learn to run. This makes life a little bit annoying. Can I, by any chance, buy maps? Yes. That's a little bit of progress. Not what I wanted, though. Bought the wrong map. Oops. Dispatch you to there. They've got a bit of a navy. Automatically transport, if you would. It's gonna take forever, but that's what we need. That, and hopefully we won't have a rebellion before we win this war. Okay, government reform. We're going to do centralized. We're going to be conquering lots of land combined with their other autonomy bonus. We should get it at a reasonable pace. Oh, these guys are being attacked by these guys. That is frustrating. Bother. I may have to fight my ally again. I already assumed I'd have to fight them, but I have to fight them again. No. Let's get 3 transport ships now, and that should speed up the movement of troops considerably. Okay. Yes, 2 things. Crossing that strait and taking out Ternate might prove to be a little bit difficult. Oh well, we'll see. $8K. That's all we have to deal with. That, and hope our ships don't all die before I can get this fight going. We are losing so much money, but that's what we want. More money we lose means we have a larger navy on the field. Ah, the Brahmins have lost influence. Also very nice. Okay, can we hire somebody good? Nope, fire you. Ah, we do have enough. Okay, take a loan. Hire you. These guys are Miltech 6, but we have a morale advantage. Hopefully we can win this. And yes, we can. Nice. So that is most of their military squash. Now they also, I believe they own an island down here too, right? Or maybe they don't. Ternate not own 2 islands? I thought they did. Nope, they only own 1 island. Perfect then. Let's that back, barrage, and then run away. Problem solved. Barrage and run away. That should save our fleet while coring and conquering the rest. I do realize I'm running loans. Yes, that's intentional. I need to support a larger military than I can hold right now, so I'm suffering a reasonable amount of money loss. I can fire these guys now though, so that'll help. Oh, I forgot to swap to admin. There we go. No wonder I was having issues there. And now we wait. I have a large loan to repay, but that's the way it goes. Hopefully we can take this stupid fort eventually, though. There we go. Okay, victory is ours. Let's take what money we can, take their province. No. We can now rival our former allies. I don't know if we actually want to do that right now. Although they seem to be struggling a little bit. Look at that. They actually conquered one province from them. Okay, army's good. We'll mothball the fleet. We'll mothball the army as much as we can afford to, and then we make money. Hopefully. Reduce inflation. Save cash. I'm going to turn that off since it's not productive right now. Still losing money due to missionaries. Okay, that's not a problem actually. Yeah, you can make that. It's a viable thing to make. Let's that province. These guys should mostly be loyal now that they've been converted. Yep. We're gonna suffer a couple more loans here, but that's okay. Really, the problem is we're spending 13 gold on missionaries. Actually, can I hire a... Ah, I can hire a missionary advisor. There we go. That should save money in the long run by hiring a advisor that's going to lose me more money faster. Crazy. We'll ignore that. We have no government reform progress to lose, so we can lose as much as we like. Although I should probably reduce the spending on the missionary. Still converting. Half decent rate. Whoops, not what I wanted. As long as it's one a month, we should be fine. There we go. One a month. Actually, you know what? Let's fire you. There we go. That'll actually work better. As strange as that is, it should almost work better in the long run. Okay, now we wait. We wait and keep an eye on any rebels that might pop up. They're now 86 development. That's good news. These guys are unable to siege this province. It looks like. That's weird. Oh. Well, these guys should peace out. I've got to imagine soon. Kind of want to take that Diplotech, but I know I need the other bonuses. Actually, I should be able to buy the maps of the Moluccas. There we go. There we go. I don't actually have to take exploration ideas as my first idea. Instead, I'll do this. That's much better. Now we know what that land is, so I can colonize it. We won't go for colonialism, unfortunately. Ah, that's who it is. Tidor owns land down there. I always forget they exist. Usually they get killed by Ternate, so. And then Massacre down there. Oh, who are these guys? Oh. Once we rebuild a little bit, we should actually be able to take those guys out pretty easily. That out. Cancel that. Our navy should be the strongest in the region for now. And tech. Might not, I shouldn't have done that yet. Darn. That's frustrating. Hey, they're no longer a valid rival. They became a valid rival and then no longer a valid rival. Weird. I'm gonna be down for another 4 years. I might as well just take the loan now, get it over with. Actually, I could technically just declare bankruptcy. How long does that last? 5 years? My center of trade would be downgraded. Otherwise, declaring bankruptcy might be a smart move. Yeah, I'll hire this guy back. Now that I'm going to do it this way and suffer more damage, might as well just do it the quick, easy way. I'll also add this to the state. Not great land, but it's all the land I got. Can also give this to the merchants. Get an admiral out of it. That's almost done. We've got some serious debt. Ish. Okay, that's converted. What about this last one? 31 months, 11 a month. Ouch. Better than the 15 a month we were paying though. Monumental architecture. Okay, we make excuse me. We make almost 3 gold a month from trade, which is pretty good. Pretty good. Does anyone have any questions about what I'm going to do next or why I'm doing what I'm doing? Just to ask. And now I just had to offend the merchant guilds. Delightful. June of next year. Okay, Tondo won that northern war, but is now going to have rebels and more rebels. Now let's get the claim on this island before I forget. So that. We'd be making money if we didn't have to run this the missionary. Hey, there we go. Exactly what we need. Okay, we'll do that. I'm going to unmothball this fleet. It's not overwhelmingly expensive. I'm actually going to do exploration here. Because right now we can't actually afford a colony even if we wanted one, so not as big of an issue as it could be. Fire that guy. Should still roughly be converted at the same rate. A little bit slower, but not a big issue. So I'm saving this until we need to get another institution. Extend the loan. And okay. We now have positive income for a little while. I would raise army maintenance to full. We still have a military. Good. Navy is rebuilding. Also good. We're probably going to attack these guys next. Door has some ships. The other one taking is Massacre, right? 15 ships. You have to be a little bit careful. What you missed is I managed to wipe out the people I was fighting and invade the Spice Islands down here, Malacca and stuff. It took a while. We went into debt. We've also converted it to Hindu, so they are reasonably stable. That's roughly where we're at. Now I'm plotting some more wars here while we try and get Diplo power to get colonists. So let's separate out. I think I can do it with galleys, right? Explore? Not entirely sure. 3 light and 3 heavy ships. Oh, okay, so I do need light and heavies. Okay, so that is an entirely useless thing. We need to build some light ships then. And we also got to march on. Okay. Oh, Queen finally died. May she rest in peace. Okay. Time to attack these guys and their one ally. They don't even have a... they didn't have a general in charge of that army for a moment. Okay, that's a stack wipe for us. Naval barrage, and we're off to the races. Should you play as Russia or France? Depends what you want to do. France is a lot more wars. But if you go play as Russia, you have to deal with religious and a potential wars with the Ottoman. The Ottoman menace. And almost inevitably those two countries go to war. I don't think I've seen many games, except when they've been allied, that they haven't gone to war. There we go. Let's get some of these loans paid back. Awesome. And then we'll have a naval battle here. Hopefully we'll win this. Yes. Okay. Now, how many troops are we fighting? 8 troops. Can we get military access through? Can. Awesome. Ask for military access. Send this fleet up here to retrieve those 2 transport ships. We're going to take that money for ourselves. Actually, I don't even think I need to move it up there. I don't think they're going to come attack my 2 transports. Nope. Play France is an easy world conquest. I still have yet to conquer the world as France. World conquests are not easy. We'll move to there. I have a bit of a slog through jungle, but I want to put it far enough away these guys can't just land to stack wipe, march to stack wipe them immediately. I'm gonna put in a diplomatic advisor there, even though it does hurt my economy. I need more diplo points really for monarchs. Monarch points in general. Diplo is the one we're hurting the most in right now, so let's do that. Let's smash those rebels. We're also going to kill off most of the natives in our march along this coastline. That way we'll never have to deal with rebels in these islands again. Or at least all the islands we want to colonize again. Okay, smash those rebels, march on their capital. Where are you allied to? Oh, those guys. Awesome. We might be able to eliminate quite a few small nations here. Now, we should win this. Yes, we did. Awesome. Now, all I have to do is bring the fleet down. Barrage. Raise war taxes so we don't go into debt. And we should be good. I might do multiplayer after the stream. Not entirely sure. I haven't really decided. Obviously, I have to finish the stream first. Catch my breath in general. I mean, I can stream for another hour, so. Your only goal for a Spain game is killing Portugal. My goal in my Portuguese game is to kill Spain, so we'll see how that goes. So long as nobody's able to land a fleet of units in my capital region, I can just wear everybody else out. I need another light ship, though. Maybe once we win this war, we'll invest some of that money into a light ship. Our ally failed to take this one province. Ay. And things are actually going in our favor now, because once this war is over, 5 years, we should be able to attack these guys, call in Brunei, and maybe invade Kutai. Which will then give us a presence to eliminate Brunei. Island hopping, it's a thing. And there we go. Let's cancel you. The nice part about some of this fighting as I'm doing is that nobody really cares that much about what I'm doing, other than the people I am currently working on eliminating. Oh shoot, we gotta convert. We might not actually convert them right now. We do need to, don't we? Well, we'll take a ton of money from these peace deals, and then hopefully that will help. Okay, this one I should convert first, because it's on its own and I don't have a military nearby. Okay, we'll invest and put a light ship there. This light ship out to there. This fleet to there. They've canceled military access, perfect. Fabricate a claim. Fabricate a claim. These guys are at war with somebody. Fighting Sunda. Oh, they're attacking these guys. What does the coalition wants me to look like? Not large enough to be a coalition. Awesome. And we still don't want to rival our ally if we avoid it. Awesome. So now we declare war on these guys. And our ruler dies. And we have a terrible heir to the throne, so he's going to get disinherited instantly. Take boost in stability, even though it's expensive, because we need it. Specifically, we need the conversion strength. What's my tech group, technically? Oh, where does it tell me? Chinese unit group, technically. We're gonna actually do... No, we'll stay with discipline. That's part of the reason we've been winning these wars, is because I've got superior discipline. I suspect they... Okay, that is a little bit risky. Come on, you guys can do this. Awesome. And then stuff. I gotta stack wipe these armies. Come on. Yes, okay. And that there, raise those guys down there. I am playing about right on the edge as you can get with some of these battles. You couldn't get much closer ones. And we're just going to be Kutai to sieging that land. Awesome. And then... okay, we are sieging that. I know I'm wasting a lot of power barraging stuff, but at this point time is against us to some degree. Oh, we should end up netting 2 provinces out of this war. I'm gonna swap that to there. Take the Diplo power. We need 300, so we need 99 more to get a colonist. And in 9 days, oops, extend loan. Oh, I just remembered something. Shoot. Northwest Pacific. I do not believe I'm actually able to spawn colonialism because it's an island. Oh no, it's not considered an island. How is it not considered an island? Oh well, whatever. I don't know about you guys, but this is an island. This is actually 2 islands in one. 3 islands. Okay. That is random. That does not count as an island. But apparently it doesn't. I'm falling apart. Don't let the Mongol Rus come from coma after you. They're not. I'm safe. I'm pretty safe. As long as I win this, I should be good. Big more important things. We've won that. Let's do this properly. Go for these guys. Take the land. Take the money. Good. That's done. Then cancel that. Take this land. Raise it, stabilize it. Attack the natives. No. So we'll go for the Eastern Indian Ocean. We can't get to the New World, unfortunately. It doesn't look like we're going to have the colonial reign in general. It's kind of typical. We'll pay off a loan. War taxes, obviously, because that saves money. Put you to work with allies. I believe these guys still only have 1 ally, right? Yep. Let's get some claims going on these guys. Okay, come on, you can do this. There we go. Move you to there. What am I doing? I'm doing fine. I'm doing wonderfully, actually. About where you want to be as these guys. Some really good shape, actually. Interesting. We have how much debt? 500. Okay, not bad. Okay, conversion is working. 3 provinces to convert. Okay. When can I attack you? 3 years. Okay, let's mothball forts and armies. That way we save money. Should save us a good amount. Good. Exactly what we want. I can't see any of this. Farthest I can see is to the Mamelukes, and not even much further than them. Oh, I should probably get rid of this admiral. He's old anyway, so... Or actually, he's not that old, but we don't need him. Fire him. Can't rival those guys. Keep the loan for now. We don't have anything to core. Let's get rid of the inflation. Okay. Almost to getting a colonist, which is good. Unfortunately, our exploration range is small. But that's the way it goes. We should discover Australia, though. On a scale of 1 to 5 for you in Europa, well, considering how good your Hungary game was going, it looked like at least a 3 or a 4. You just got to play a game all the way through. You really have to learn what is a restart and what isn't a restart. That's a big thing. Like, I could have restarted, but I lost almost an hour of progress, and it wouldn't have changed much. He's not an expert at late game, so I can't give him a really higher score. Because learning how to play the late game in this is key. There we go. Colonist. Awesome. Where do I want to colonize? Pretty much anywhere right now. Do some of these islands. Oh, they're out of range. Let's just do one of the simple things, right? Colonize the Philippines more, I guess. Colonize this one, I guess. Gonna hurt our economy, but that's expected. Not badly, though. Oh, you did play to 1820 in the, as England. Cool. Well done then, average. That's impressive. What I find very interesting is once you kill off all natives in a region, they don't ever regen. It just feels a little bit strange to me. Why does Brunei only have 3 troops? What is going on, buddy? Strange. I would have thought Brunei would have more troops than that. Oh. Then why do you join a side in the HRE if you didn't care about religious war stuff? You should have just ignored it. Southwest Pacific explored. Might as well just keep exploring, right? Doesn't really cost me that much to explore. There we go. We'll now core Tidor. That should be loyal. Work on converting. Actually, do we want to work on converting? We might want to stop converting for a little bit. Yeah, I think for now I'm going to stop converting things. make some money, actually. Or try to. The colony is going to cause trouble for that, but I really wish I could become a tributary state of China. The fact they won't let me is very frustrating. Okay, when can I attack you? 90. May 90. Oh. Well, average, I think then you got in a little bit over your head. You have to think about that. That's always the downside of being Emperor of the HRE. If you leave it alone, you have to deal with it all. We still have claim on this, right? Good, good, good. Very good. $142 developments from 6. That's not bad for 2 hours of play. If you're sorry there, Ian. If your goal is to crush the HREs, the Ottomans, you're gonna in Europa, or you're gonna be slightly disappointed because it's not that easy to kill them. EU4. Killing the HRE proves to be a lot harder than one would expect. Unfortunately. Okay, time to prep for another war. Not even done recovering from the last one, and we're looking at another fight. Time to merge you back with the... Need here actually. Oh, I can't actually give land to the Brahmins until it's Hindu. That's interesting. Unlike all the other religious groups, you can't give it to them. We'll see. I got a long way to go still. We got a good heir though. If he lives to be at 613, that's a good start. Oh, I can't actually call. Oh, I can't call Brunei to the war. That's a little bit of a problem. Okay. Problem solving. How to get an ally to join you in a war. Diplomatic reputation. How can I get that? Fire. Actually, let's check. How many troops does Kutai have? Or ships, rather. 12. Really? That's tiny. Okay, I should be able to win this on my own then. If I say that now, I'm probably going to regret it, but I think I can win this on my own. With the help of Sulu, of course. Where are you running to, AI? Wait a second. How are you making that crossing? There we go. You're not. Good. Problem solved. Take you out there. Take you out there. Raise war taxes. Ah, now I can call you to arms. Perfect. Let's just do one quick first. I want all those provinces. Brunei. Sorry if you want them yourself, but oh, I actually might not want to do that yet. Someone at point out can't want to call them to the war. I don't know if I don't want to do it just yet though. Oh, Tondo's enemies with me. Since when did they join the war against me? Oh, okay. Well, then I definitely needed Brunei. Do this. If I do this right, I should succeed. Barrage, take this quickly, march up there, smash that, and then keep marching north. And this is why I have so much professionalism, because I need troops. EU4 requires a lot of planning, especially if you're trying to do something like I'm doing. You really have to think 10, 15 years in advance, really. Let's spy on you. Spy on you to get a little bit of a bonus. Come on, you can do this, game. Don't kill me now. Got it. Okay. That's exactly what we needed. And that's not what we needed. We actually needed control of that province still. Great. Oh, that's a good admiral. I'll keep you. Somehow they succeeded with like 1% chance of getting it. Nye is struggling a little bit to win that fight. That. Oh, Sulu arrived. Cool. The nice thing is if I do this right, I should be able to take out most of Tondo as well. Don't know if I'll be able to take all their land in a war. I will. Okay, we can take them out too. We go, boost to my colony. Conquer Ireland? I don't even know where Ireland is. My people are going, what? What is Irish? Demand admin. Okay, recaptured my lands. Okay, we'll do that, I guess. It's another war right here where we need to stack wipe them quickly or we're going to run into some issues. Annoyingly, they have the same level of discipline as I do. And gotcha. Okay, then we land the ships so that we're no longer suffering that annoying attrition. Core that province. Start making some money somehow. We're not going to give Brunei any of this land, but we do want to piece out Kutai for tons of money. We don't get much of that money, but it's worth it anyway. Brunei is probably slightly unhappy that we didn't give them land, but that just leaves us open to invading Kutai next time. We can also fabricate a claim on these guys. Aha, average. Talking about my people, they're living somewhere in the South Pacific. How do they even know what Ireland is? They don't, is the answer. They have no idea what Ireland is. We have no manpower. We have no sailors. And somehow, we're still functioning as a country. We've almost managed to unite all the small stuff, which is what we want. Once I get a power base going, I can stop conquering for a while. Rebuild the nation, tech up a bit. Just in general, get into a good place. Get colonialism. At some point. There we go. Okay, Tondo. Sorry that you got involved, boy, but you will regret it. Pay loans. Down to 500 gold in debt. For that one, raise autonomy and all the others. No, I know what Ireland is. What do you think? I'm crazy? No, I know what Ireland is. I'm talking about my characters. You said go conquer Ireland. I'm like, my people have no idea what Ireland is. How would they? They live on the other side of the world. I'm curious as to how stable we're going to be after all that. We're actually making money. Go figure. Probably because we're dominating this trade node now. Oh, so we get spoils of war. A little bit. Okay, not enough. Okay, this is our last war we're probably going to fight for quite some time once we actually get to fighting it. At which point we'll probably stop fighting things because we'll pretty much be the only ones with any trade in this node at all, other than our ally. And maybe we can seek tributary status with the Ming now? Nope, not neighbors. Stupid. We just want to serve you, Ming. We just want to be subjects of the Ming. We don't want our independence anymore. We really don't. What's my religion in-game? Hindu. These guys are ironically the only Hindu nation right here at the beginning of the game. I think they are. Yeah. They're Hindu. The story behind this country is actually kind of interesting. Back in the day, there was a Hindu empire in India and this region right through here. I guess Burma. Yeah, Burma. And they sent one of their princes out to start colonizing the islands and expand their empire. He declared independence, and supposedly our country is the descendant of that prince many generations later. Even though the empire that he came from has fallen, his kingdom's still going strong. Barrage. No one. No, I shouldn't spend the money. Save the money. Pay off the debt, then pay the missionaries. You mean Hindustan? I thought it just meant. I believe it's just Hindu. At least in game, it's still Hindu. Hinduism, technically. Hindustan is a region. What bonus do Hindus get? Hindus get some nice bonuses. They get tolerance of the true faith, and they get tolerance of heathens, which is nice because if I take humanist ideas, I can be fairly tolerant of religions. Not perfectly, but pretty close. And there we go. The Philippines are mine. Bar one exception, who's our ally, so we don't really care that much. So now comes the exciting time of tuning inwards for inwards perfection, kind of like China. And then we can pay that. Curious how much our money will be after it readjusts. 4. Oh, hey, guess what? We can either pay down loans or we could actually convert things. Probably should pay down loans. And then we will talk to everybody who's outraged over our rapid conquests and say, sorry. Sorry we did all that. Anyway. This is a very good position. Other than being horribly in debt. Am I ever going to do an Irish series? I didn't think it was called... No, it wasn't Hindu. It was Chola. It was the Chola Empire. Yeah, the deity bonus is really useful. Oh. No, we're going to save the money. I'm not going to abolish the... Okay, I think I'll have... I don't know if I'll make this in time. It'll be close. I don't want to take out another loan if I don't have to, though. No, darn. Okay, the game automatically enforced that. Let's hope if I had one more month, I would have been fine, but oh well, we'll lose a little bit of stability. It's not a huge issue. Really, the war exhaustion is the only penalty we're really suffering at the moment. I think the reason it was the Chola Empire is because the achievement is to recreate it. That would be my guess why it's the Chola Empire. That's my guess. I could be entirely wrong. Yeah, the deity bonuses are really impressive. You get to pick them once a ruler, I think, or maybe twice. I'm not entirely sure. And also the other thing is, I believe, I could be wrong, they're the only religion where their rulers have the ability to improve in stats fairly regularly. No, I wasn't doing Shiva yet. I was using the combat one. Oh wait, what did it tell me? Oh, I picked Shock T for the discipline and siege ability because I was fighting people who I was pretty much equal to in combat strength. Until I get this morale stuff, I'm probably going to stick with it. Although, next ruler, I'll be able to swap my to a slightly more peaceful make money one. Golden debt. But there we go. +2 free. The rest +2 diplomatic skill. That's the best part, is the bonuses. If you can get moderate rulers, and if they live for like 5 years, and then 5 years for like 10 years, you can usually improve them by 2. There we go. Colonialism has not been founded. Really? Oh, okay. For some reason I thought it would have been founded by now. You know what? Let's start scouting, I guess. We're not going to be able to make it to the New World yet, but might as well keep exploring, right? And get rid of the admiral. Even though you're a good admiral, we can't afford you at the moment. Explore. Oh, we can't explore anymore. Darn. Okay, that would explain why we're not exploring anymore. Great. Do I like playing as the great nation of Ireland? Not really. Because the Irish ideas are not worth it. Unfortunately, the Irish ideas are reasonably terrible. They're not the worst. And they used to have a bonus where you could get, I don't know if they still do, where you could get like plus 0.5 Republican tradition, at which point the Irish ideas were really good. But that seems to have been removed, as far as I'm aware. At which point, as good as their ideas are, they're not in that top tier ideas. I like doing the Luck of the Irish achievement, killing the English. That was fun. Carrying on my little bit of Irish heritage there of wiping them out. Or at least kicking the English out. But I don't really like playing as them. It's just, I don't know what it is about playing in the British Isles. Either you really play as Britain, or that's it. The Scottish ideas, yes, they're okay, and some of their modifiers are pretty strong, but they just don't have the same... The English get the biggest bonus out of controlling the British Isles because their ideas are designed that way. That's kind of my defense of it. Scotland, yeah, really good military ideas. The problem is they don't really get the full bonus for owning the British Isles. Like trade ideas, it just in general, it's not as good for them. Which kind of sucks because I like playing Scotland, even though beating England is a nightmare. It just bugs me that once you play enough of Scotland and you get to a certain size, you're better off turning into Great Britain than staying as Scotland, which feels like kind of selling out to the English. I don't know about you guys, but it kind of feels that way. We can attack these guys in 3 years. Should get some claims on you and on you. Oh, the America's a melting pot, literally. Yep, the Cebu Empire, that's the goal. We're doing pretty good, actually. I really couldn't ask for a better start, being almost 200 development by 1500. That's amazing, to my mind at least, considering how difficult their start is. I mean, they don't have the worst start in the game. That probably belongs to Novgorod now. Either Novgorod or obviously Albania. But they're right up there in terms of a rough start. It's just hard to expand from a single nation outwards, single province nation. I mean, if you've watched this far in the stream, you'll know that I got terribly disrupted by one more that I lost. Yeah, I get that. It's just when you look at the British ideas, and then you look at the Scottish ideas, and then you look at the English ideas, the British ideas are just really strong. Although, to be fair, the English ideas and Scottish ideas are better if you're fighting in, say, the continent or something. There we go. That colony's done. Fortunately, everything's out of my range to colonize. Oh, it looks like the Ashikaga, surprisingly, are going to remain intact as the rulers of Japan. I'm actually kind of impressed. Hey, there's Mount Fuji, I guess. That would be my explanation. Although Mount Fuji's kind of disappearing into the rest of the mountain ranges. Ashikaga, diplomatic ideas for the win. I don't believe I can form colonial... Oh, maybe I can. Let's colonize. Oh, that's out of my range. Out of my range. I guess let's just stay in the Philippines. I was hoping to try and pop the colonialism, but clearly that's not going to happen. I guess the longer until I become the tributary of the Ming, the better, even though their land is so good up there. Let's colonize here, I guess, connect the lands a bit. Go. We're making a nice amount of money now. Which is one reason I felt rather safe expanding as fast as I did, because I knew that this land is ridiculously wealthy. Especially when I give almost all the lands to these guys. It's trade power of 5. Oh, okay. No, there's nothing I can do. I'll just have to wait there. And then if we get this land as part of an estate, and we'll give that to the merchants as well. We're going to be dominating that single trade node. If you colonize Mexico, release them, play as them, and then you can form Texas. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can settle for the rest of it. The reason I was going to try and hit the New World, it wasn't because I want the land, it's because I was hoping to pop colonialism so I don't have to try and develop it in my land. That's literally the sole reason I was going for that. Anyway, let's get increased exploration. So that, explore Northwest Pacific. Maybe we'll get lucky and discover North America in 2 years. I doubt it, but it's worth a shot. We also are making enough money, I should be able to convert land. Yes, let's get that done. The more land we convert now, the safer we are in the long run. Plus, the less corruption I have to pay down every month. Fortune selling calculators. Oh, don't I know how expensive those calculators are. I had the worst luck with Texas Instrument calculators. Oh boy. I must have bought... It was TI-83s, I think. Must have bought like 4 or 5 in my school career. They kept breaking, or I kept losing them, or... It's awful. It was awful. Oh, that's annoyingly tropical. All this should be tropical, right? Yeah. Slower colonization than I expected. Interesting. Press you. We don't want to revolt. Help it. Might as well spell the military power because we're ahead of time in tech there, so. Okay. Another claim. Oh. Oh, no neighboring province to fabricate a claim on. Go. I should be able to claim. Yeah. Because this makes sense, but because being able to claim this makes sense, but being able to claim this, which is significantly closer, doesn't make any sense to me. Some of the sea regions are a little weird in this game. Oh, can you be an admiral? Sure, we can try and make an admiral Ian. Yes, Beach Dude CA. I assume that's Beach Dude California is right. Admiral Puggington. If I have to hire another admiral, I will. I'll try to remember to do that. I'll try and remember to name somebody average too. Sorry, I just... I thought I got rid of that admiral. There. Sorry, trying to save as many monarch points as I can if I can. Okay. Found the Marshall Islands. There we go. Love how they're named the Marshall Islands even though there's no way Marshall had anything to do with those islands this time around. This world is already so very different than it would be historically. I don't think Marshall's going to be the one with those islands. Okay, 35 to put a claim there. Progress is being made on all fronts. We're only 73 gold in debt, so we've made one heck of an economic recovery. Actually kind of impressed with how wealthy my nation is now. For a tiny little colonial nation, 6 gold a month is pretty good. I say colonial because we got all these little colonized islands. Huggington. High Lord of Naval Supremacy. Nice. Nice. So close to having discovered the New Worlds. Just like right... Oh, technically, I think we've discovered part of Alaska, but I can't say for sure. It's wasteland though, so it won't count. Okay, if we're going to attack Kutai in October of this year, we need to re-raise our army, re-raise our navy. Okay. The more conversion we do, the better off we are, so... Can we raise any troops? I'm just curious. Or do we need any troops? I should probably put at least a cannon in there. We'll do a cannon and we'll do a foot soldier and then we should be good. I can't imagine they've got a much larger military than I do. I can try to remember that average. I don't always remember. It's just once I'm playing, a lot of times it's just pure reaction. And since I don't really usually have to think about naming things, I just don't name them instinctually. I can try to get better at that, but it's just like doing this type of action. I just do it by rote at this point. I don't have military access. Ask for military access. There. Oh, I'm probably doing this wrong. I should probably have actually moved to there. Oh well, I don't think I can... I think I can still invade from an ally's lands. Okay, that's a little annoying. Just as I'm about to call them to help me to go attack these guys, they attack the guys on their own. Great. Delightful. Hey, on the other hand, we now have enough, we have naval troops in the area. We can do it right, we'll let them get one province and they might give us one of the others. We'll see if that works. I doubt it, but you never know. I feel a little weird that Brunei does not have, like, missions to take over this whole area. Feels a little weird. Explore Southwest Pacific. Oh yes, I forgot I still have free war taxes. Let's do that. Oh, you don't do all that average. Yeah, I'm gonna take over Australia at some point. I'm just right now I'm working on this mess. Wait, I should probably go invade Sunda down here. Their military look like 6,000. I think I can handle that. Oh, Brunei's already invading for me. Oh no, that's not Brunei. That's Malacca. Malacca? That is Malacca. Huh. Learn something new every game sometimes. Wouldn't have thought Malacca would get involved there, but they have. Oh, oh, that's me. Oh, I was going to say Cebu is involved in this war. Shocker. Guess what? That great nation of Cebu is involved in attacking. Hopefully somebody will give me some land in this war. Otherwise I'll be slightly disappointed. Oof, our religious unity is terrible. Oh well, nothing I can do about that right at the moment. So apparently I sailed into a naval battle. And I'm going to sail into another naval battle, or not. Apparently they left without me. Should probably pay down a loan, shouldn't I? There we go. All my loans are now paid off. It's a miracle. I could actually afford to pay off all those loans. I was afraid I'd have to go bankrupt to get out of that mess. These guys kind of like me. Do I like McDonald's or Burger King more? McDonald's. I like their French fries better. That's the plain and simple fact. I like their French fries more. Do I like Denny's? Did somebody ask that? I've eaten at Denny's before. They have some pretty good sundaes and stuff. Actually, no, sorry, that's Friendly's. Denny's. What did I like at Denny's? Can't remember. I've eaten there before. I enjoyed the meal. Can't remember what I ate. It was years ago, I'll tell you that much. Oh, that's not good. Okay, we're gonna have to retreat a bit. I didn't see those rebels. Actually, you know what? Stay there. And then if this would promptly drop my troops there, I'll... Missed that uprising, which was stupid. Minecraft Marvel roleplay server. I have to do a Minecraft series at some point. It's just a shame trying to find people. Trying to find any of my friends who would do Minecraft stuff. My job pad offers an alliance. I don't really want an alliance with those guys, but I'll take it for now, I guess. Oh, I really shouldn't have taken that alliance. Darn. Okay. I was fabricating claims to wipe them out. New queen, not particularly good. Somehow Brunei is managing to lose this war on in their little islands, despite outnumbering them heavily. I have no idea how they're losing that, but whatever. We have a nice amount of morale bonus plus discipline, so we should beat these rebels. At some point I need to put up a like a castle in this area. Do I have any vassals? No. Would you guys like to see a timeline? I'll do a timeline before I stop. I still got another 14 minutes till the stream's over. I can run a quick timeline video at that point. We just subdue these rebels, win this war, and then start bringing this somewhat to a close. We still only own one of the 17 provinces I actually need to own. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, we'll take the increased settlers right now because that's more useful. We have a long way to go to colonize all these islands. Transport. At least we've smashed a rebel group so that that culture group should not revolt anytime soon. Let's see, we need... Oh, colonial range, that's nice. I'll do morale of armies. And we should be able to hire a production guy too. Cool. Colonialism still has not fired. Huh. Portuguese are falling behind their normal pace. Yeah, Scotland is a solid nation. The issue really is, can you survive Britain early on? That's... I mean, if you're looking for a win or lose condition as Scotland, do you survive England early game? The trick is really conquer Ireland before they do, and ally France. And hope France helps you. And that should be a reasonably easy victory. Awesome. Leave you behind, stack white. Siege to there. Another conversion done. Honestly, the hardest part about this is actually converting all the land because everybody is of a different religion than you. Maybe probably at some point I should take religious ideas. The problem is humanist ideas are very useful as well. Just don't have enough colonial range. What can you do? Hey, I got a province out of that. Awesome. Hey, it's already Hindu too. Even better. And Malacca has gained land, which is concerning. Really need to become a tributary state of those Ming, don't I? Brunei stole those two provinces like I thought they would, didn't give me any. Just stay right where you are. Okay. Looks like our next wars are going to be against this guy down here in 10 or so years. No, I'm not going to rename provinces. Should you attack Castile with the help of Aragon as France? Yes, especially if you attack early on, because Castile sucks early game, usually. They're a little bit better now, but they're not particularly good. They have bad errors, bad everything, pretty much. Aragon, the issue you're going to have is that Aragon's going to want the land that you're going to be taking from Castile. Let's do trustworthy allies, get a little bit of bonus there. Hey, first mission actually, now I think about it. Explore. Let's China Sea, I guess. Hey, we've made it. We've figured out all the way what down is Madagascar. Oh, there's an empty province up here we could colonize if we had the range. But we don't. Okay. Once those armies rebuild, we should be good. We'll be making money. We have a good army. Let's put this to drill, actually, now that I think about it, because we've blown 15 army professionalism in the last couple wars to stay alive. Doesn't inspire confidence. I need to eat food afterwards, average, then I'll think about it. I am hungry. Streaming for 3 hours does mean you get peckish. That's weird. There's an expel minorities cost, and we are definitely owning... And... It's not giving us the option to expel minority. Oh, because we're not in the New World, that's why. You can't expel them if you're not in the New World. Duh. Okay. And colonialism has fired. Okay. That is unfortunate. We need a New World colonial nation to get that, so we're probably going to start trying to develop it ourselves. Luckily, and this is one time I can say luckily, I'm being intelligent about this, I have planned ahead and I have saved this. I just need to rebuild my army to full force limits, which is 3 more units. Then we can get some nice cheap development going. Also, here's what my development looks like. You'd think that, you know, a tiny province in the middle of the Pacific wouldn't have more development than the main capital, but it does. Oops, that sucks. We'll do that. A ruler's not of age. We'll boost that back. I'm going to swap this to tax and trade, honestly. Because money seems to be one of our bigger issues at the moment. How much are we spending on? Not enough. I'm going to have to mothball my army a bit. The missionaries are just expensive. Plus the colony. Oh, even with that, that's not enough. Interesting. I prefer to keep the advisors running if I can, because that's free monarch points. Well, not free, but you know what I mean. Good monarch points. Yeah, I'll do the timeline. We still got 5 minutes left. Once we get closer, I'll do that. Right now, I'm just doing this. I'm impressed that we actually got one of these provinces on this island. I mean, I don't think technically... Yeah, we just need the outer edge of this province, then we need all of the southern Brunei ones. We don't actually need any of Brunei's. Interesting. So none of the lands we've already conquered as these guys have had any purpose. Makes you feel good, doesn't it? There we go. New ruler, terrible heir to the throne. He's going to get disinherited immediately. We'll go for tax and trade. The coring is nice, but it's not a game breaker. Yeah, the missionary change, it is expensive. I'll give you that. 12. I might actually stay with that. I want to get to Tech 7, then I can get the other colonist going from expansion ideas. Actually, I can get 2 if I get high enough, but even another colonist would help quite a bit. Oh, speaking of which, seek approval. Oh, that's not high enough. Monopoly charter, still not high enough. Oh, they don't have enough influence. Give them a province or 2 just so they have some influence. There we go. I could have given them more, but that'll do for now. Thank you, average. Yeah, the nice thing of Java will be nice. Unfortunately, the Sunnis are converting this region. Next couple expansions are going to be, I guess they're going to technically be difficult, but if you look at the development I have compared to the people I'm fighting, I do severely outnumber them in terms of development. Really, the problem is I just haven't integrated all the land yet. So even though I have these, the high autonomy is just causing trouble. They're not hit full production yet. I also could embrace the culture, but I'm not sure I want to right now. At least not entirely. Still got a lot of Filipino culture to convert. That's fine. I don't really do much with them. Thank you, Ian. I'm glad to hear it was a good live stream. It was a rough one, but I've missed doing live streams. I'm just really busy in life some days. Specifically, the weekends are not good times, but that's when everyone's free. So, kind of a catch-22 if you didn't know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think I just messed that up. Catch something or other. Let's get some other stuff. We've got about a minute or so left. Stop. So I'll assign that. We'll go to January of next year, and then I'll do timelines. So let's take a quick look at the world. The Ming are relatively stable. The Orate Horde is very large, but getting killed. Hoxie's doing pretty well of the Khanate, that nomads. Korea's okay. Ashikaga are going to win in Japan. Malacca is expanded. India really hasn't changed, other than more war getting a bit beat up by Delhi. Timurids are still around. Ooh, that's going to be a problem. The Timurids survive. That's always an issue. Looks like the Mamelukes have lost land to the Ottomans, I'd say. Yeah. Or maybe they haven't. It's tough to say. So, timeline. Let's see. Statistics. Show timeline. So, here we go. Tiny nation of expansion. The tiny nation that could. Not as impressive as doing it as Ryukyu, but right up there. Obviously, we're not going to go nearly as large as they do. Yeah. Since we've played so little of gameplay, that's how fast it goes. I'll do it again on an even faster setting. First expansion, there we go. Second expansion, loss, there we go. Then next expansion. And then the final expansions. And there you guys are. That's what happened. Yeah, if the Timurids survive, Timurids are really strong. They have good ideas. Anyhow, thank you guys all for watching. It's time for me to get off. Hopefully you guys will enjoy this, and hopefully I can try and do this Might be able to do it some tomorrow. I'm not sure. If not, I'll try and continue it. I've been wanting to get this achievement for a while, and usually I fail at the starts. But ironically, I seem to do very good live streams. As in, I do hard achievements on live streams when I can't do them on my own. I don't know what it is. Anyhow, thank you guys all for watching. Glad to see you all. Subscribe if you haven't, and check out the Discord. I'll see you all another time. Bye for now.